Hello everyone, my name is Abdul Fatah and I'm a postgraduate student in Indraprasta University, majoring in English education. This video is made to fulfill academic speaking subject. And in this time, I'll be presenting the topic using storytelling as a tool for language acquisition in English as foreign language. I make this an outline about this topic for focusing on. First, how storytelling support language learning. Second, improving comprehension and sound awareness. Third, how stories increase student participation. Fourth, how teachers can use stories effectively. Why is storytelling matters in EFL classroom? Many EFL classes are heavily focused on textbook and drills. Storytelling changes the atmosphere of the classroom. Students listen, imagine, respond, and participate. When students feel emotionally connected to content, they are more motivated and willing to practice this. Okay, let's start our topic one by one. Okay, and then how storytelling support language learning. Stories provide rich, meaningful input that helps students notice how language is organized. They see how grammar and vocabulary used in real communication, not in isolation. They support natural acquisition, similar how do children learn their first language. In this part, I focus on four parts. First, story helps students remember language. Stories create content and emotional connection. When students feel interested and curious, they remember words and structure longer. Narrative also help the brain organize information in a logical sequence, which improve retention. Okay, the next, oral, digital, read, and student stories. Storytelling can happen in many formats: oral storying, digital stories, animation, and student-created project. Teacher-led storytelling is useful for modeling, pronunciation, and rhythm. Student-created stories encourage creativity, critical thinking, and awareness of learning. The third, building words through story context. Students meet new vocabulary naturally inside the story. They learn meaning from the context, gesture, and images instead of translation alone. Over time, repeated exposure helps them remember and use new words correctly. Again, the fourth, grammar learned naturally through narratives. Story shows grammar as a part of real sentences, not separate rules. Students begin to notice patterns such as past tense for events or connection like then and because. Teachers can highlight grammar after the story, making explanation clearer and more meaningful. Okay, improving comprehension and sound awareness. Listening to stories help learners recognize pronunciation, stress intonation, and rhythm. Gradually, they understand spoken English more easily and can imitate natural speech. This supports both listening comprehension and speaking accuracy. The points are: 1. Encouraging confident communication. Retelling or acting out the story gives students structured speaking practice. They already know the plot, so they can focus on expressing ideas in English. This reduces anxiety, builds fluency, and increases confidence over time. 2. Increasing skill through story tasks. Storytelling naturally connects listening, reading, speaking, and writing. For example, students may listen first, read next, discuss with partners, and finally write their own version. This integrated partnership mirrors real-life communication. 3 stories as windows into culture and imagination. Stories introduce students to values, introduction, and tradition and viewpoints from different cultures. They help learners understand how language reflects culture and social context. At the same time, storytelling encourages creativity, imagination, and personal expression. How stories encourage student participation? Because stories are interesting and relatable, students want to respond. They ask questions, predict events, and share opinions. This interactive environment leads to greater engagement and more opportunities to speak English. How teachers can use stories effectively? Teachers should choose stories and that match student language level and age. The content should be meaningful, not too long, and related to student lives. Planning activities before, during, and after storying ensure deeper understanding. Activating background knowledge. Before telling the story, teachers can discuss key ideas, introduce important words, or show pictures. The activities help students connect new information with what they already know. As a result, comprehension becomes easier and more meaningful. Listening, predicting, and role playing. During storytelling, students should not only listen quietly. The teachers can pause to ask a question. Let students predict the next event or ask volunteers to act. Active involvement keeps students focused and improves comprehension. Retelling, rewriting, and project. After the story, students can retell it in their own words, change character, or write new ending. They may create comics, poster, or short performances. This task reinforces vocabulary and grammar while developing creativity. Enhancing storying with tools and media. Visual support helps students understand faster. Teachers can use puppets, flashcard drawing, slide, or short digital videos. From all those points, I will make the conclusion that storytelling matters in EFL classroom because it helps students develop vocabulary, improve listening and speaking skill, and also connect language learning to meaningful real-life contexts. Finally, thank you everyone for watching my video, and I hope this video will be good reference for you, and see you in the next video.